Hello, welcome to question 3, WASSCE 2025 Mathematics Core for Gambia, paper 2. Using a ruler and a pair of compasses only, we have to construct a triangle PQR such that the QP is 7.5, then PR is 5.5, all in centimeters. The angle at P is 135 degrees. We are constructing locus. Let's take it one by one from the beginning. You can either begin your triangle with PQ as given or PR. Any of them can be your base. So in this case, I'm going to pick my PQ as the base. So let's mark here as the beginning and the end. So I'm having P and Q, dimension of 7.5 centimeter. You always have to get an overlap to the end. The board is not as big as I think, so I'm going to shift it to the other side. Now the angle is on P, 135. How do we construct 135? Remember, if you have this, this is 90, and the back of 90, if you divide, you get 45. So 45 plus 90, again, that will give you 135, right? So first thing first, we construct the angle 90, which we are not interested in. Then after constructing 90, we bisect the 90 and the 90 behind the actual 90 we are dealing with, because this is where the Q is. So the angle must face the other side, not the other opposite. So let's see how that can be. So with the help of our protractor, the help of our compass, I'm going to stand in here, open more than half, and make, okay, let me just make a small arc here, since the board is not as big as I thought. Good. So if I have this, I'm going to stand here, the same radius I cut, stand here, the same radius I cut, then final one, the same radius I cut. I think I move it a bit. Your board is not going to be slippery, so your measurement will be accurate. Okay, if I'm to draw this line, so the arc is supposed to be exactly on that. All right, what do we need? We have gotten the semicircle divided into 3 parts, meaning this part 60, 60, 60. If I divide the 60 into 2, I'll be getting 30 plus 60, then 90 will be secured. If I like, I know that from this place to here is 90, so I can, let me go on to that and do that. Let me construct 90. So you stand here, you make an arc, come back to this place, let the arc intersect. You will not have any mistake because your board, your paper is going to be soft, so your pin is going to perforate it. But I can see my 90, not exactly how I want it. Let's see if I can go back a bit, and let's see. Let me come back to the same point. I want to check if I get exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, I think my semicircles that I have done in first instance is not accurate, but I can't get it any better. Okay, I think observing it, that is not at 90, it's a little bit tilted, but for educational purposes, let's take it, because the board is slippery with the end point of my compass. What do I need next? I need to bisect. Here is 90, here is 90, so I need to bisect the remaining 90 to get my 45 each. So I'll stand here, make an arc, stand at the 90, mark here, make an arc. I use a broken line for the first one because I wasn't looking for 90 degrees. I'm looking for 135. So let's connect here with the arc we drew. Good. So on this arc is where the R is going to be. But the R is what? 5.5 centimeters away from P. So let's measure that and see. From P on that line we need 5.5. So let me measure. Okay. So I'm having here. It's going to be here exactly. Normally you measure on the, you use a protractor, a compass to measure that value. I don't have enough space, so I'm going to make an artificial mark there. You have to use the compass, measure it on a ruler, then make an arc. Then from that arc, you join where the P will be to where the Q is. So now I can have my triangle completed as this. So PQ, R will be here, 5.5 centimeter will be there. Let's indicate the angle, 135 degree, or there. What again is left? I think we are up to this point now. For A, we are done with the A. B is we have to construct a locus L1 of a point equidistant from PQ. Where is PQ? PQ, equidistant from PQ, and what? PR. Where is the PR? This. PR. So equidistance from PR and PQ is talking about the bisection of the angle formed by the two lines. This line and this line form an angle 135. We have to bisect that angle to call it what? The L1 as the locus 1. So how do we do the bisection? We go back with our protractor. I say protractor with our compass. Let's see. We are going to be, already we have the semicircle arc there. So I stand at this point, open the radius, make an arc, then come back to where the 135 line meets the semicircle, then you make your arc. All right. Let's connect that arc to the base. So if I do that, I should be having from the base here to that arc. And that is our L1. What is the next one? The C, locus L2 of a point equidistant for PQ. PQ. So that is a bisection. We have to bisect the line PQ. The bisection of that line, we are just to stand at the end point. When I stand here, make an arc, open more than half, an arc above, and an arc below. Come to where the P is, arc above, arc below. Let me go back and get the actual intersection of that line. Good. Then let me join those arcs together. So if this so let's see, the first one supposed to intersect the second one. I did mention my board is not big, but if I continue with that line, I believe they will meet. Okay, they will meet somewhere here. So this is my L2. Their point of intersection, we have to label what? K. So the last question is measure K what? R. From here to K, KR should be measured. So let's put the line here. I'll be happy if you can also construct yours and share a snapshot of that on the comment section, since mine is not going to be accurate as it's supposed to be. So let me do the measurement and see how long that line will be. Taking into account 2 inch equals to, so I'm having, that is from here to, so 10.2. So I can say that D, looking for KR measurement, I'm having 10.2 centimeters. The value that you will get will not be exactly what I have, because I'm using an inch to represent the centimeter, because the board is not big enough to take the centimeter side of it. But I will indulge you to construct the construction based on the information provided using the actual tools to construct that. Then share your work on the comment section. Let's do a comparison. Like, share, comment, and come back for question number 4.